Hi dear students, welcome back to the chemistry class. In the last class we have studied about primary batteries, dry cell and mercury cell. Now let's move to the next concept, that is secondary cells. आज के क्लास में हम सेकेंडरी सेल्स के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे. Secondary cells. Secondary cells are secondary batteries, and the one best example is lead storage battery. Storage battery. Lead storage battery. As we know that ordinary cells are not rechargeable, whereas some of the cells can be recharged by using external current and it is used again and again. Such cells are called as storage cells or accumulators. Now, here lead storage battery is one among that. It is very important one. And here, same as like in the previous sections, as we studied about the primary cells, anode, cathode, electrolytes and cell reactions. So in this lead storage battery, the anode is a grid of lead which act as an anode and a grid of lead oxide which act as a cathode, and here sulfuric acid is used as an electrolyte. So here we will consider the same, a grid of lead and lead oxide. So this is an electrolytic tank in which electrolyte we have taken, electrolytic tank, and here I have taken a grid of lead and lead oxide. Grid of lead and lead oxide I am going to consider. Look at this, one is lead and other one is lead oxide. I have taken lead act as anode, whereas lead oxide which act as a cathode. Lead oxide which act as a cathode. This is anode and cathode. A grid of lead which is packed with finely divided spongy lead, and whereas the other one is lead oxide which act as cathode, and these are dipped in the electrolytic solution. Here the electrolyte is, this is one electrode, whereas the other one is anode and cathode. लेफ्ट साइड जो है यहाँ पर लेफ्ट साइड ये कंसिडर किया है. This one is left side, so this one is ये anode का half है, and this one is cathode. Anode is positive, cathode is negative. Okay. Now here the electrolyte is, in this case the electrolyte is 38% sulfuric acid which having a density of 1.30 grams per ml. This is very important point. 38% sulfuric acid whose density is 1.30 grams per ml. It's a very important point. Note this density 1.30. Electrolyte का density 1.30 रहना चाहिए, और ये 38% sulfuric acid है इसके अंदर. This is an electrolytic solution. Now, so this lead storage batteries consists of a grid of lead. Grid of lead. ये क्या है? These are the lead which act as an anode. Whereas these are a grid of lead oxide which act as a cathode, और इसके अंदर जो solutions है electrolytic solutions is sulfuric acid. Electrolytic solution कौन सा है ये? Electrolytic solution is sulfuric acid. 38% sulfuric acid. ये है आपका secondary battery, lead storage battery. Now the question is, during the working of this battery, what are the reactions are taking place during in use at anode? At anode, what happens? Anode बोले तो oxidation होना चाहिए. Oxidation. Anode कौन सा है? Lead. Lead undergoing oxidation, Pb, which undergo oxidation, which gives rise to lead plus 2 electrons is liberated. And here the sulfuric acid electrolytic solution में H plus SO4 2 minus ions will be there. Sulfuric acid है यहाँ पर H plus and SO4 minus. So this lead ion Pb plus 2 ion, this in the presence of sulfate ions gives rise to lead sulfate as a precipitate. So the overall anodic reaction is lead Pb plus 2 it cancels. This in the presence of sulfate minus ion gives rise to lead sulfate as a precipitate plus 2 electrons are liberated in this case. Okay, this is the overall equation. Anode का equation हो गया. At oxidation of lead is given by this expression. Now similarly at cathode. Cathode में क्या होगा? At cathode reduction is taking place. Cathode में कौन सा इलेक्ट्रोड लिया हमने? Lead oxide है. तो lead oxide PbO2 it reduces in the presence of H plus 2 electrons gives rise to Pb plus 2 plus 2H2O it reduced. ये दो ऑक्सीजन है, 4 हाइड्रोजन लिया, 2H2O वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स और lead plus है. और ये जो lead plus 2 है, lead plus 2 in the presence of sulfate ion, this also produces PbSO4 lead sulfate. ठीक है, यहाँ पर दोनों केस पे at anode as well as cathode lead sulfate is precipitated. Lead sulfate is precipitated. ओवरऑल इक्वेशन क्या है यहाँ पर? Pb plus 2 कैंसिल हो गया. That means PbO2 plus 4H plus sulfate ion plus how many electrons? 2 electrons. This gives us to lead sulfate plus 2H2. Lead sulfate plus 2H2 हो गया, बैलेंस हो गया. Pb lead sulfate हो गया यहाँ पर, 4H plus है, so 2H2 हो गया, sulfate plus 2 electrons again. So this is the overall reaction. Look at in this case, this one is anodic reaction and this is cathodic reaction. Now the overall reactions is, ये दोनों एनोड एंड कैथोड है. ओवरऑल रिएक्शन क्या होगा? दोनों ऐड कीजिए, ये और ये दोनों ऐड किया तो क्या होगा? लेड Pb प्लस PbO2 लेड प्लस लेड ऑक्साइड प्लस SO4 2SO4 है, 4H प्लस है, चला राइट 2H2SO4. देखिए यहाँ पर 4H प्लस प्लस 2 सल्फेट आयंस, 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेट कैंसिल्स हो गया. दिस गिव्स rise to lead sulfate plus lead sulfate, 2 lead sulfate plus 2H2O. This is the overall reactions in the lead storage battery. While using this is the overall equation. Overall cell reaction of the lead storage battery is this. Simple है. अब यहां पर कुछ पॉइंट्स आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. एट एनोड एज वेल एज कैथोड दोनों इलेक्ट्रोड के ऊपर lead sulfate is get deposited. And during this sulfuric acid is consumed because sulfate ions are utilized in the formation of precipitate. तो concentration of sulfuric acid क्या हो गया? Decreases. So while using the battery, concentration of sulfuric acid decreases when its density falls to 1.20. डेंसिटी हमने इतना लिया है. अगर डेंसिटी 1.20 ग्राम्स पर ml हो गया तो in that case the battery needs to be charged. बैटरी हमको चार्ज करना पड़ेगा. If the density of sulfuric acid it falls to 1.30 है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं. while using the sulfuric acid is get consumed, उसका कंसंट्रेशन अगर कम हुआ तो हमको एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी पास करके इसको चार्ज करना पड़ेगा. सो ड्यूरिंग द चार्जिंग ऑफ बैटरी ऑल द रिएक्शंस आर गेट रिवर्स्ड. क्या होते हैं यहाँ पर? एनोड के केस में रिएक्शंस गेट रिवर्स, कैथोड का भी रिएक्शन रिवर्स हो जाएगा और ओवरऑल रिएक्शंस आल्सो गेट रिवर्स. एवरीथिंग इज गेट रिवर्स बिकॉज लेड सल्फेट इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लेके लेड प्लस सल्फेट आयंस फॉर्म हुआ और यहाँ पर H प्लस फॉर्म होते हैं. अगेन सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड इज फॉर्म. ड्यूरिंग द चार्जिंग प्रोसेस these reactions get reversed. So this is during discharge. ये discharge है. That means while using. Whereas this reaction is during charging के केस पे reverse reaction हो जाएगा. While using this reaction takes place. This reaction takes place. This is about the secondary batteries. That is one lead storage battery. Is it clear? देखिए एक बार, it consists of a grid of lead which is packed with finely divided spongy lead which act as an anode and a grid of lead oxide which act as cathode, and here 38% sulfuric acid which having a density of 1.30 is taken as an electrolyte. And while using, these are the reaction takes place at anode. Lead undergo oxidation to form lead sulfate. At cathode, lead oxide undergo reduction to form lead sulfate. क्योंकि oxidation state +4 है, +4 it reduces to +2. Reduction हुआ, the overall reaction is this. And the point is, if the density falls to 1.20, the battery needs charging. And while charging, the cell reactions get reversed because अब हमारे पास क्या है? Lead sulfate plus water है. When it is electrolyzed, electric current इसको पास किया तो क्या हो जाएगा? Lead sulfate it decompose in the presence of water and sulfuric acid. This gives rise to lead plus lead oxide plus sulfuric acid is formed. Lead plus lead oxide plus sulfuric acid is formed during this. सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड फॉर्म हो रहे, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड फॉर्म हो तो इसका कंसंट्रेशन अगेन 1.20 से भी ज्यादा हो जाएगा. कंसंट्रेशन इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. These are the reactions which taking place in the lead storage batteries. Note these reactions. After this we'll continue the next one, nickel cadmium storage battery. Nickel cadmium storage. Please note this one. Nickel cadmium storage battery. The last one is nickel cadmium battery. Nickel cadmium cell. Look at this. This is also same. And here nickel cadmium cell finds more applications than lead storage battery. And it's more important than lead storage battery because it finds an applications which is best as compared to lead storage, because it is light and compact as compared to the lead storage battery and which having high efficiency as compared to lead storage battery. So here in this case nickel act as an anode, cadmium act as anode, nickel oxide which act as NiO2 are usually the reaction part. We are going to take nickel OH thrice as an cathode and KOH is used. KOH potassium hydroxide is used as an electrolyte. जब एनोड कौन सा है, कैथोड कौन सा है, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट कौन सा है, ये तीनों अगर आपको पता है देन डायरेक्टली यू कैन राइट द रिएक्शन एट एनोड. एनोड पे कौन सा रिएक्शन होगा? ऑक्सीडेशन. हियर कैडमियम इज देयर. Cadmium undergoing oxidation in the presence of electrolyte. This gives rise to cadmium oxidize हुआ तो cadmium oxide plus 2H2O plus loss of 2 electron. देखिए यहाँ पर correct है ये राउंड 1 H2O 2 okay H2O plus 2 electrons is lost कैडमियम ऑक्सीडाइज हो गया यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट at cathode कैथोड में क्या होते हैं यहाँ पर at cathode nickel oxide or hydroxide this undergoes nickel hydroxides which undergo a reduction means gain of electrons this gives rise to nickel OH twice plus OH minus. Now what is the overall reaction in this case? The overall reaction is cadmium 2OH get cancels 2 electron get cancels plus nickel OH thrice this gives rise to cadmium oxide plus nickel OH twice oxidation state +4 changes to +2 it reduce oxidation state 0 to +2 it oxidizes this is the overall reaction in nickel cadmium cell so at anode cadmium undergoing oxidation at cathode nickel undergoing reduction so this is the overall reactions in case of nickel cadmium storage cell so this is about your secondary cells so we have completed primary as well as secondary batteries in primary dry cell and mercury cell whereas in secondary lead storage battery as well as nickel cadmium storage battery 4 batteries के बारे में complete हुआ now you can note a complete table summary of this you write a tabular column which contains 4 batteries हर एक बैटरीज में एनोड कैथोड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट कौन सा है लिखिए along with that एनोड रिएक्शन कैथोड रिएक्शन ओवरऑल इक्वेशन 4 बैटरीज है ड्राई सेल मर्क्यूरी सेल लेड स्टोरेज निकल कैडमियम 4 बैटरीज का 3 पॉइंट नोट कीजिए एनोड कैथोड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट प्लस एनोड रिएक्शन कैथोड रिएक्शन ओवरऑल इक्वेशन सो 3 into 4 12 सेल रिएक्शंस प्लस एनोड कैथोड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट क्या है एक टेबुलर कॉलम्स नोट कीजिए इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी डिस्कस अबाउट द नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट